Aside from losing me, what's your biggest fear? Feeling your. What do you like about us as a couple? You don't look like it. Are you just forced? Are you just forced to do this?
Of course not.
Of course not. So in the future, how many children do you want to have? And why? Hi, good morning, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we will be doing the boyfriend and girlfriend tag. So I will be asking questions and Dave will also be asking questions for him to know me more and for me to know him more. So we'll have part 1 and part 2. So part 1, I'll be the one asking first so that we would know more about David. So let's start. Are you ready? You don't look like it. Are you just forced? Are you just forced to do this?
Of course not.
Of course not. Okay. So let's start with some easy questions. So I have 31 questions for David. So what is your dream career or dream job?
It was to be a police officer. I can't do that because of my colour blindness, so I guess investment, someone who just invests in shares, like a share broker.
So a share, is that share?
Broker.
Broker. It's more like investment thing.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had to get another tattoo, but first, you can show them your tattoo.
You can see it that well.
Yeah, so it's Superman. So that's your first and only tattoo now, yeah?
That's correct.
So why did you have Superman tattoo first? No.
Bonus questions.
Oh, of course.
I was a cover-up of a tattoo which I had when I was 17. I didn't particularly like it. Superman always liked throughout the years. I particularly like this comic book cover. It's from Superman Earth 1. Storyline is particularly relevant to myself, I believe, and that's why I got this tattoo.
So he likes Superman. And bonus thing, we are here in the Philippines now, and Jollibee Jollibee has this is that DC Toys? So there were like 3 consecutive breakfasts that we ordered kiddie meal so we could get some DC Toys. The second question was, if you had to get another tattoo, what and where would it be and why?
Oof, I really don't know if I would get another tattoo.
Because Dad doesn't like it?
Yeah, Dad doesn't like it, and I'm really happy with this one. I can't think of anything that would match the quality of this one, so I don't
match the quality of Superman.
Well, I'm just very happy with the way it turned out, and yeah, I just don't think there's anything else that I really want that would keep me happy for as long. I'd probably end up regretting it after a while.
Another thing. If you could suggest a design for me, if I want to have a tattoo, what design would it be?
Is this a bonus question again?
Yes. A lot of bonus questions. This is like an interview. Like there are a lot of bonus questions.
No, I don't really.
Who knows? I told you already. I'm actually like thinking of having a tattoo, but having hard time of choosing what design. So who knows? I might be getting the design that you want.
No, I don't think it's a good idea for somebody to get a tattoo based on somebody else's ideas of what would be a good design. You know.
Because I might regret regret
You
it.
might regret it, and then you start blaming me for having this thing on your skin that you don't want there for the rest of your life. So I don't really have any suggestions for you for a
Okay. Well, makes sense. You're sweating!
It's hot, there's no air conditioning.
Actually, here in the apartment today, while we're filming this, there's no electricity, so he's sweating. I'm not, since I'm used to this. Okay, next question. If you could date a celebrity, who would it be? So I could kill her already.
Probably be, you won't even know who this person is, so it won't matter. Stacy Keebler.
Who's that?
Stacy Keebler was a, back in the day, was a wrestler, a female wrestler. She didn't really do much wrestling. About early 2000s. Most notable claim to fame was dating George Clooney, but now isn't in the public eye at all.
So, if you don't know, David likes comics, wrestling, and a lot of stuff. So, top 2 is like comics and wrestling. Would you like me with short or long hair?
Well, either's fine, but I prefer long hair.
I was very pretty when I had the short hair when you first saw me.
That's not really short hair.
It was short.
That's like a medium length. Short hair is like here.
I had that when I was working in the airport.
Yeah, it's nice now.
So you like my long hair?
Comment below.
What?
Comment below.
Comment below
Short hair.
if I should get short hair or just keep it this long.
I mean, like, even that's still long hair.
So should I go to the salon today and have it cut? So, what should tanong? Wala. Okay siya tanan. So, what is your greatest obsession?
I guess you'd probably say outside of you.
Outside of me?
Probably like...
I'm the top 1 obsession, guys.
Probably like techie stuff is what you would tell me.
He's very techie, to the point that sometimes he buys stuff that we don't really need. That we don't really need, you know? Also, you're like fond of collecting what?
This is a bonus question.
Yes, a bonus question, actually.
I would say, yeah, obviously, you know, because like graphic novels, which is basically like long forms of comics and collectibles.
I'm gonna show you some magazines or the comic books that he bought before coming here.
Subscription.
So it's like part of his subscription. So he's paying how much per month?
$44 a month.
So $44 a month
Two.
for 2 books every month. So because he's very into these ones. He's into reading while I don't really read. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. So I know you've traveled a lot already. Philippines, outside Australia. So what or where is your ultimate place that you want to travel? You can go back to the place that you've traveled to, or to the place that you haven't been to but you really want to go.
I guess I'd say place that I haven't been that I really want to go would probably be Canada. And I guess place where, if it was a place just to go back to, I really like going to the Philippines.
Which place in the Philippines?
Cebu? Yeah, Cebu's good. It'd be nice to see other places as well, like Boracay or Palawan. Obviously, I do like Makati and Manila. I like cities.
You like cities and...
I like the feeling of, for me, that's what feels like one of the safest places, because it kind of feels like home.
Because it's like busy and there are a lot of foreigners, so...
But there's no place like Australia.
There's no place that is good enough if I'm not with him.
Ah.
Telling you. What is your favorite meal? Food?
I do like a butter chicken.
Yes. Butter chicken made by
Dad,
one
yeah.
and only Charles Honor. Charles Honor. So he likes the butter chicken. It's like, can you describe that? Because here in the Philippines, butter chicken is different. Like buttered is like coated with flour, egg, and deep fried. That's butter chicken. But like an Indian style butter chicken.
Well, just firstly what you described is fried chicken. And Indian, it's a curry. It's a curry chicken which is like tomato based. Tomato cream and carrot with rice.
So it's more like, it has chicken and it has sauce, like an orange
Red.
Yeah, orange red sauce. So when you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
An astronomer. An
Go
astronomer
to-
is someone who specifically studies like planets and
To study, not going to...
not going, no, they study.
Okay. So next question, we're still on the 10th question. Out of 31. Number 10. Would you rather be stuck in a room for an hour with 100 non-venomous spiders or 100 non-venomous snakes?
100 non-venomous snakes, easy.
Why? Why not spiders?
If any of my friends from Oakville are watching, that would be because I've since had quite a bit of experience holding snakes as opposed to holding spiders, which I do not want to do.
Sometimes when there's a spider in our house, he would call me for me to kill the spider. What makes you the happiest?
That would be when you're happy.
Aww, so sweet. So when I'm happy, you're happy. No,
That's true.
maybe like I'm out of the question. Like just for you yourself. Not when I'm happy that makes you happy. Because that's given.
I would say when I am surrounded with friends.
So when you're
Got
surrounded
my
with friends,
with me, and we're having a good time.
drinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were to make you breakfast, what would you want it to be?
Oh, just bacon and eggs, toast.
Bacon and eggs and toast. So fun fact about us, we don't actually cook because whenever I cook, he doesn't eat because he's very particular on how many carbs or how many calories or fat that is in our food. So what we're having in Australia is that we have this pre-packed meal. It's ordered, so it's easy for him to check the content of every meal. So we're trying to be healthy as much as possible in Australia.
Yeah, not in the Philippines.
But not here in the Philippines. We still have 2 more days to eat bad food. Jollibee. So in the future, how many children do you want to have? And why?
1.
See?
Because
So sad. He will just give me one.
I was an only child. It's a lot easier to provide for an only child. Also, got the population crisis. The world would be a lot better off if everyone just slowed down reproducing for a little while. Yeah.
So maybe first reason is that it's really difficult to have a lot of children in Australia since the living cost is very expensive. Yeah, so you need to really work hard if you've got a lot of children. Okay, next one. What is your biggest fear? Aside from losing me, what's your biggest fear? Feeling your... Aside from spiders. Come
Well,
on.
I guess that would be losing family close to me.
Well, sort of like losing is like death.
Yeah.
Maybe that's our biggest fear. What is something you want to know about me?
I've got a whole bunch of questions to answer that one, so maybe just wait till I get to my question.
Okay, so we'll just wait for the part 2. As he said, he's got a lot of questions for me. But you're only allowed to ask me 26, yeah? Remember?
Yeah.
So when do you feel appreciated the most? Maybe aside from people saying thank you, or aside from giving you a hug and a kiss and a thank you.
I guess if people make when I feel like people have made an effort for me.
So when people make effort for you. For example, if maybe you ask someone a favor, or you ask someone to meet you out for important events.
Yeah, it's always nice when people show up to important events.
What do you like about us as a couple? Come on, don't be shy.
I guess it's just that everything's very easy. It's very as in compatible. Like, you know, we go out, have fun together. We don't really need anybody else. We haven't got anyone else. It's just you and me, and we, you know, everything just works well together.
Okay, that's very nice to hear. Because we're actually both crazy if there are a lot, or if there are friends watching this one, my friends especially, you already know how crazy I am, but you haven't seen how crazy Dave is. But when it's just me and David, we show each other how crazy we are, so it's like it's fun to be with each other because we're both crazy. If there was only one cookie left, would you give it to me or eat it for yourself?
I'd offer it to you, but I'd hope that you'd give it to me.
What? Louder, please, louder.
Because I know that's what you would say.
What's your answer?
I said
Louder.
I would offer it to you first, but I would hope that you would give it to me. But I would do the polite thing and offer it to you first.
It's like, it's more like offering it to me, but at the back of your mind, you're still thinking like, please don't get it. Just give it to me.
It depends what type of biscuit it is too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fun fact about us again. So whenever we eat, I usually eat just a little bit. Or maybe the portion of food in Australia is like bigger portion compared to the Philippines. So I usually just eat like 3/4 of the meal. And I usually give it to him. So he is my savior when it comes to like eating food. So choose between ice cream or milkshake.
Milkshake.
So milkshake. So what's your favorite flavor of milkshake?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Also, you like it with your chat time, yeah? You used to love vanilla before, but now?
Banana. Since
Banana.
going to New Zealand.
How do you say it? Banana.
Banana.
We say it banana. Banana. Banana.
Banana.
Choose between coffee or tea.
God, neither of them are good. They're both disgusting, but I guess you'd have to say green tea at least.
Green tea at least. I love coffee. He doesn't drink coffee. I love green tea. Matcha doesn't drink
Well,
tea.
I do.
But it's like, you drink tea, but it's like milk tea.
No,
Chat time
I
milk
did
tea.
have green tea as well.
If you could wish right now, what would be your wish? Just one.
Have a job in Melbourne.
So having a job in Melbourne. Because we're actually living in Sydney this time for his job, but he really wanted to go back to Melbourne because Dad is there. What's your favorite sweets?
Probably chat time, I guess. Be rude to say anything else.
Always chat time. While we're here in Cebu, we always get chat time every day. Every day. And he's very happy that here the place we're staying, there's a near chat time and they're open until 3 a.m. So sometimes
Unreal.
he wants me to go with him like late night or midnight to go outside and drink chat time. If you could feed me dessert, what would you pick and why? Do you know what's my favorite dessert?
No. That's right.
See how lovely my partner is. He doesn't know my favorite dessert.
You don't know my favorite dessert either.
Huh?
You don't know my favorite dessert.
You like buko pandan?
That's not my favorite.
That's your favorite.
No, it's not.
Now that's your favorite.
Now, because you're telling me. Stop. It's my favorite Filipino dessert.
You just need to say, like, how do we say okay?
Siggy siggy.
Oh, sige.
If I could pick any dessert, it would probably be ice cream because you can't really go wrong with ice cream.
Is that your favorite too?
No.
What's your favorite dessert?
Probably like a trifle or like a vanilla slice.
Do you know my favorite dessert?
No, I just said I
I
didn't. We've already established this.
I actually don't have a favorite dessert because I can
Why
eat
wouldn't
I can eat almost everything. Maybe I like chocolate cake, any chocolate cake, but I don't consider it as a favorite, like favorite. Do you have any regrets in life? Just yes or no. No follow-up question.
Yes.
Okay. So would you rather travel cheap with me or travel in a luxury alone? I'll give you a fun fact later.
That's not fair. That's not a fair question.
Come on!
No, because I would rather travel in luxury, but I wouldn't go alone.
But there's only 2 choices.
Yeah, but I don't like
You
the
know me.
choices.
So, fact about us. So in my case, I can travel cheap, like in a very cheap accommodation in a different place. I can travel with like just very common or just living in a very simple place. But in his case, he usually wants and plans to go to a place and live in a luxury, comfortable accommodation, which is the difference between us. Because if I were to travel, I can save money in a few months, maybe. But if he wants to travel, he needs to save money years, maybe. Because he wants to like travel in a luxury place.
Yeah.
Stay in like
It's
very
not a holiday
luxurious.
if you're staying somewhere that's worse.
Still
than
a
your home.
holiday. It's just that for me, when you go to another country, you need to go outside, you need to explore. You don't just stay in the room.
course.
You just sleep there. You know? Same here. Do you prefer a date watching movies at home or out at the movie theater?
Well, if you're spending a day at home watching movies, that's a whole day. If you're going outside to the movie theatre, you're only watching one movie.
So which is which?
What do you mean?
Which one? You need to choose.
Guess at home. I guess.
Okay, next one. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Probably things I don't want to share on here.
Just anything that you can share in here.
I don't know if you see it on the camera there, I've got a nice little scarf from getting drunk and jumping in a friend's green pool in the middle of winter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was at a young age too. I've got a nice scar to remind me of that.
If you can only If you can only wear one thing for the rest of your life, what would you choose? You know, some of the questions here are very personal. That is really connected to him being human.
I really don't know. I'm guessing you're thinking that I'm going to say a shirt.
Come on, come on.
I think that's what you're saying. So I wear shirts all the time. So I'd probably, if I could only wear one.
Oh, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it'd be some sort of shirt.
So shirt without underwear, no shorts. Cause just one.
Well, of course I'm going to wear underwear. I mean, duh.
You can only choose one.
Well, underwear.
You're very
then.
greedy.
I wear underwear then.
Okay, underwear.
Socks.
Great choice. If you could choose to be talented, what would you choose? Talented in words, music, or dance? Is it a hard question?
Yeah, because if you're talented in dance, you're not going to make any money. Let's be serious.
You can.
You're not.
Can't.
There's no chance. If you're talented in music, you might be able to make some money, but it's really...
Also, the question is just if you could be talented. It doesn't ask about earning money or whatsoever.
But still. And then if you're talented in words, well, probably words, because you could be a talented lawyer, you could be a talented...
Spokesperson.
Yeah, probably words, I guess then.
Words. Okay. Because there's a possibility of earning money from it.
Sure.
Okay, last question but not the least. How many percent do you have? Come on! Don't say it's 11,3,000. What's that?
That's a gazillion, bazillion? I don't know. No, a Google. A Google.
A Google?
Mm.
What do you mean by a Google?
Google is like one... Oh, Jesus. It's like 1,000 to the power of 1,000 or something. It's a lot. Sus.
Okay, thank you for answering those questions, my love. Thank you for giving me your time. Okay, so that would be the end of part 1 of boyfriend girlfriend tag, whatsoever how you call it. And please do watch the second part because it's my partner Dave who will be asking me some questions. So that would be like 26 questions. So thank you so much for today, and please don't forget to subscribe for more videos and to be notified if I have new posts. Thank you so much.